All right, we are right on time. We got Alix Phom here, Alix Vang Phom here. Did I say 7 o'clock? I meant to say 8:38, actually, or 10:38, or 11:38, depending on where you're at. But it is today is a wonderful February 16th, 2 days after Valentine's Day. I hope that everyone had a really nice Valentine's Day. I know I did. It was crazy busy, but it was really wonderful. If you're here, take one moment to spend 1 second to say hi in the comments, so Alix and I can know you're here. Uh, Alix probably doesn't even need an introduction because he's everywhere over social media. And if you don't know him, then you're going to know him tonight. It is a little late, but then that's perfect because then those people that are here must obviously really want to be here to meet Alix and to spend a little bit of time with Hmongoose. This is Hmongoose Live. If you've never been to Hmongoose Live, then welcome. 有啲冇得對朋友多，有種你說的，比如貓咯，古杜寬你係路咩噶，揈到先啦。So tonight we will speak mostly in English. 有啲你都做，你實係路懵啦，你上到懵啦，到依啊，就是對住古實的。第一件對住古底路懵啦，你就是 Alex 你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你你 but my guest is none other than Alix Vang Phom. He joins us from the wonderful area of Vancouver, Washington. Really nice guy. I actually don't know him personally. We have some very good mutual friends, and my mutual friend said, "Hey, why don't you hey, do you know Alix?" I was like, yeah. I follow him on social media. And so he's a actor, a model, a social influencer, a digital creator. If you don't know him, then you will get to know him by the end of tonight and spend some time with us. This is a really great opportunity because you get to have a one-on-one with him if you like. You know, we go to concerts and we pay all this money to do these VIP sessions. Well, you know what? Hmongoose Live is giving you a very specific VIP session. You can feel free to ask Alix any questions. If you want to come on live and ask certain questions in person, you're more than free to do that. Just message me on my social media page on Hmongoose or Longher, and you can ask him in person. And we'll try to keep it as nice as possible, and we'll keep it safe. And we'll have a great time tonight. So let's see here. One sec here. And again, if you haven't already, please do like and share on your social media page. If you're watching by any chance on YouTube, then you can also subscribe to Hmongoose. You can also find Alix on social media too. We're gonna look at his page in one sec. But let's do that right now before Alix comes to join us. Let's give him a nice intro. I think most of if you don't know who Alix is, then comment below. If you do know who Alix is, then also comment below so we know who exactly we're talking to. Let's see here. So let's share the screen a little bit here. So a lot of cool news about Alix, a lot of unrelated message boxes. But Alix, you can find him here. He has a Facebook page. That's how I predominantly met him. He recently made this really cool logo here. I think today or yesterday at at the most. So you can find him, Alix Vang Phom. You can find him if in the description of this video. You can see the links to his social media pages. You can find him on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. But this is how I found him. I follow him, Alix Vang Phom. He's got 13,000 followers. 13,000 followers in an extremely short amount of time. I'll let him describe his journey. But you can find all of his stuff here. He's like everywhere. This guy is everywhere. You see him at all the major scenes. He's mingling with all the major artists and whatnot. Pretty amazing guy. But he comes from, again, Vancouver, and he creates a lot of social media content. He's got a video coming out with Dita. called "Drink Me." I won't give that away because that's not going to come out quite yet. And he's eating her jerky. Um, he also recently was in California. Let's, you guys hear that? But he was interacting with Aiden Powell, who's first Hmong professional motorcycle motor racer. And so they were filming together. Looks like they had a really great time. This is that Sinai hotel, I believe. It's a little plug, you know. Kung Fu noodles, everyone grew up on Kung Fu noodles. I think you can find anywhere. It looks like you can get anything at this market. Cool little park for V9 Market. Very nice. And then this is his new brand logo here. Pretty cool. Alix Vang Phom. He's got a lot of projects going on at any given time. I'll let him talk about it. But I didn't know about him until early to mid last year. Most notably during Dita's video Tacheng. That's when a lot of people saw him with his shirtless body, and so he does a lot of filming here. Fire. But we'll watch a lot of his social media presences tonight. And again, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Tonight's guest will be none other than Alix Vang Phom. Spend a moment, say hello to us, let us know that you're here. On Hmongoose Live, we are all about interaction. So if anybody wants to come on live and talk to Alix in person, keep it clean and keep it safe. Please be respectful. We've not disabled that ability yet because everyone's been so polite as up to this point. But without further ado, let's bring on the man himself, Alix Phom. Alix, how are you?
Hey, oh my goodness, I'm doing so great, and just hearing you and the introduction that you've given, just said, whew, man, I'm just like
All of
super.
it's true.
I'm just blushing.
So you're coming from, you're joining us from Vancouver,
Yes,
Washington.
Vancouver.
How's the weather there right now? Is it pretty cold up there?
It is really cold right now, and it is cold in Portland as well. I'm not a big fan of the cold. I like warmer states, but born and raised, so I'm pretty used to it here.
Nice. Is there snow there?
No, but
It's
a
just
couple
really
of nights
cold.
ago, yeah, it was really cold, and there was like a little bit of flurries, so there was like a little shed of snow on top of the vehicles, but that was it.
Well, very nice. I kind of gave an introduction to you. We'll talk a little bit more about you and your history and whatnot throughout the night. But let's welcome some of our guests here really quick.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got Christopher. Christopher is like a local to Seattle area, so he's right around you. I don't know if you know Christopher or not, but he's always on Hmongoose. Let's
Nice.
see. We got Campaign. Hey, how are you? We've got the Du Yang from Fresno. Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Now he says, Campaign says, can you show some mix? I'm not sure what that means, but clarify. Comment below. Yang Nia says hello.
Hello.
Hi Nuva, how are you? Well, look at, we got Cheng Veng Cha. They're staying until 11 o'clock to watch you, Alix from Georgia.
My goodness, I'm so humbled, really, and grateful. Honestly, thank you all for joining the live. And then, Long Hmongoose, I wanted to say thank you for having me on your show. I'm super honored and blessed. You are a superstar and such a I just wanted to say, my wife is so jealous that I am on live with you right now.
Tell her I said
Yes,
hi. Tell her I said hi.
definitely. She's a huge fan of yours, and so yeah,
Well,
she's pretty jealous.
I keep things simple. I think people who know me know that I'm a really simple person. Nothing special. I just do
uh,
my thing. That's all.
you are special, and that's you being so humble is what makes you special. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. Christopher again. He's from Washington. He says, "Good to know he is Washingtonian." Teresa is here. Hey, Teresa. Oh, we got
Yep,
Angela says,
Angel.
"Hey, Alex."
That's my big sister right there. Not
Oh,
like
that's your sister. That's your sister.
not like biologically, but I call
Mm.
her my big sister. Yeah. Angel's awesome.
So Nuva says, I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. So by the end of tonight, you're gonna know Alex a little bit more. And so again, I encourage people to talk to Alex, interact, because if you want to know him, he's right here. He's right here.
I'm right here.
UL says hi, hello, Alex.
Hello. Hi, you all.
Angel says doing great
Oh,
things.
thank you.
And Lee says the couve. I'm not sure what that's referring to.
I don't know. I don't know either.
Hi, Long Alex. We love you. Alex looks great tonight. So you know Cali Shine. That's Low, Aiden's
Yep.
dad.
Yep.
Cool.
That's my guy right there. And this
Art.
Art.
Hey, what's up, Art? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Art.
Have you met Art? Art is a producer artist from the Midwest.
Yeah. Is the he's a artist, right? Artist,
Yep.
singer.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I met Art at another artist's house, Danang, and that's where we
Yeah.
first met. And Art's really cool. Like, he's a
Yeah.
handsome
I have
guy
not
too.
met him yet. I have not met him yet, but I hear a lot of his material. Really good material. Oh, we've got
Yeah.
Wave here. Wave.
Hey, Wave. Yep,
You know
Wave
what's really
is.
interesting? A lot of the people that view Hmongoose Live, they're actually artists themselves. Like I think I
Yeah.
have more artists than just non-artists sometimes. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Wave is.
Wave. I need to interview Wave. That's one of the artists I haven't. There's only a handful. Believe it or not, Alex, there's only a handful of artists that I have not interviewed live. Some of them are really shy. They won't come on, but like Wave's one of them. Like Wave just made this really awesome video from Vietnam. I want to say really
Yep.
interesting video.
Yep.
Wave, I gotta hit Wave up, and then Kong's here too. Hello,
Yep.
Kong.
Hey, Kong.
Kong. Have you met Kong? He's from the Midwest also. I think Andover.
We fall. I know him through social media, and he's
Mhm.
a producer as well, and an
Yep.
artist as well. Yeah.
I think his album's coming out this July. Correct
Yeah.
me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. Kong's super supportive. I love
And
his love.
Changva says hello from Georgia. Yes.
Hey,
Oh,
Chan.
another East Coast person, Joe Eve from High Hang. If you don't know them already, you'll get to know.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
he's
I
Joe and Eve are some of the best people I know. And we've got Trey here. Trey, how are you,
Oh,
Trey?
Trey's in. Hey, Mister. That's the man. Oh,
So you
yo.
guys know
Oh,
Trey.
Linda.
Linda is here from Oklahoma, and Wave says can't wait to do the new trend. Okay.
Yeah, that's the punching trend we've been doing. I
I
asked
know,
Wade
right?
to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And a high school friend of mine. I guess is he Lee? Are you from Vancouver now too? I'm not sure where you're from now. I know you're from somewhere north of Fresno here, but Lee's a friend that I went to high school with. Very good.
Oh, okay.
So welcome. If
Wow.
you are here, feel free to ask questions. Let's talk about you, Alex. So I do follow you on social media. You put a lot out there about yourself. I think you're a really dynamic, interesting person. You're really open about it. Man, how do I describe you? You're like a model, role model, and then you're like if Hmong people had like a list of the 10 sexiest Hmong guys out there, you would probably be a top 3 at least, or if not the top, because so the first time I saw you was actually in Dita's music video that
Yeah.
Jang, and we'll look at that a little. We'll look at that tonight too.
Yeah.
Um, but you're married and you're very open about that. I have nothing but respect about that because you're like this. I guess what do girls say? They say a hunk, like a hunk.
Yeah.
But you're really transparent
Mhm.
about your love for your wife too, which I think is amazing. I'm married,
Yep.
married with 6 kids, and my kids, I kind of put them out there. but I think it's amazing that you do that, because you do a lot of modeling, and it's very respectful because your wife is right there too.
Yeah.
You put her on your social media page, and I think that's something extremely commendable, because not everyone will do that.
Hmm.
Um, Tell us about your journey into what you're doing.
Um, I think that I've always, um, deep inside, I've always wanted to inspire people, and I think that's what really makes a difference between um, being doing what I'm doing, like being an influencer and doing what I love, like acting and modeling. I feel like I'm more than that, and
Mm,
so what I what really sticks out to me, what really fulfills my heart is being able to empower people. So if you notice on a lot of my pages, like my page, I do a lot of motivational speaking
mm,
and just providing that confidence and within people to uh, that they can achieve their dreams, that no matter what their circumstances are, that they can do whatever they want as long as they believe in themselves. So,
mm,
like I do have these titles like acting, modeling, influencer, but deep down, I just really want to see everyone in their best light. So,
mm,
um, so with that being said, like that's why I started my social media. My TikTok is what really got my name out there and exposed me and
mm,
pushed my popularity, and then it transferred over to Facebook and Instagram. But I think
mm.
deep down, that's really where it derives from. So I just want to empower people, and that's where the motivation comes from. That's where the background of everything that I do is. I just want to
Yeah.
empower our community, empower anyone that I can, anyone who's on my platforms and sees me. I just want to be able to motivate people to be the best that they can be.
Yeah, following right along that vein, I remember maybe it was like, I don't know, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, where you made a post and you were really clear about it and really open. And I like vulnerability in people. I think, there's a tendency in social media to make everything perfect and nice.
Hmm.
We tend to just kind of make things too nice, and then when things aren't nice, we make vague posts that no one really understands, like
Hmm.
something's not right, and the followers get an idea, but we don't really know. But in your case, I remember you making this post, and you were kind of saying, yeah, I'm not like a 21-year-old, and I've decided to just pursue this,
Hmm.
um, instead of doing just, like the the day-to-day working. And so can you talk about, so what made you go from, I'm not a spring chicken, um, you're not a spring chicken either, but you are a lot younger than I am. Uh, we, uh, in one post, you basically said that one day you just decided, no, if I'm gonna do it, basically not word for word, but word for, you basically said, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it now. Can you talk about what happened for you to make that transition into, okay, I'm gonna pursue this acting and this part of my life now? What
Oh,
happened?
yeah, absolutely. It really came from just doing the same thing every day, and I try to. What really pushed me to do everything I'm doing now is I imagine myself in the next 5, 10 years. Where am I going to be? What am I going to do?
Mhm,
Am I going to be doing the same thing? Am I going to have the same mindset? Am I And that scares me. I think that's the
mhm,
one thing that really scares me in this lifetime is not growing and being stagnant. So, and and so with that being said, that's we only live one life.
yeah,
And I think why should we well, for me, I'm going to just talk about my experience. Um,
mm,
why should I be afraid of criticism? Why should I be afraid of what people think or what they might say about me?
mm,
And is that really what's going to stop me from doing what I love and what I want to be? And I realize that that's actually one of the biggest things of why people don't chase their dreams is because
mm.
because the fear of being judged, the fear of what other people might say, family, friends, acquaintances. And so I think the reason why I was able to push that barrier and that threshold is because I finally came to terms and said, I'm Alex, like, live your life. And
Mm,
the only way you're going to do that is if you stop caring about the opinions and criticism. And so
mm,
that's why a lot of my posts, I mention a lot of that, to
mm,
instill confidence into my followers, because now I feel like I'm chasing the best version of myself because I'm able
mm.
to stop caring. And so that's what I want to share with my followers is you can do what you want to do. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late to do what you want to do. And
Yeah.
yeah, sorry if I
Well,
just go off.
I don't think no one gets. It's funny. I was talking to this older lady one time, and she told me she's a lot older. I was a patient, and she said, "You know what? I can tell you the exact rate that everyone is living and dying at." And she's telling me everyone is living and dying at the same rate. The rate is at the rate of 24 hours a day, 60 uh 60 seconds in a minute, meaning that time doesn't stop. And if you're gonna do something, might as well go ahead and do it because you're not gonna get any younger. But the funny thing is that I agree. The only way to do it is to actually do it. But this social media platform is shattering. It shatters what how we view reality because if you work hard, you can do a lot, definitely a lot with it. So I kind of mentioned that I saw you first with Da Cheng,
Mhm.
the Adidas video. Um, but your journey obviously began way before that. Tell us how did it lead to that? What were you doing? You mentioned starting in TikTok first,
Yeah.
but how did it go from there?
I think so to answer that question, it was definitely the Sunisa video. That's when my
Mm,
name, like, because I was
mm,
creating content, empowerment. It started with like empowering the community, empowering individuals,
mm,
and then that situation with Sunisa came up, and so
mm,
I created that video in support of equality. Essentially, that's and then that's what inspired me to do the Love is Love. Um,
mm,
Now it's Who is Love, but that's
mm.
where um, my name was put out there. My name got more exposed, and that video is almost at 1 million views on TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, and it got pretty viral. So it went to like sites like Next Shark. It was on like Pop Sugar. It was on
Mm,
like a bunch of news outlets, and it got pretty viral. But after that, I realized, like I was just being me. I was just
mm.
doing what I have always done is
Yeah.
love, is preach love and kindness and positivity. So, I was like, I can do something with this and share it
Mm,
with the rest of the world. So I created Love is Love, and then my platforms now, I have created such a. I'm proud to say that I've created such a big platform of love and kindness and
mm,
positivity that, like, it's such an amazing thing to see my fans just message me and tell me how much that I've affected them and impacted them. Like, that's
mm.
literally the best feeling. And
What's interesting about social media is and you're describing it, and I kind of share. I, I I didn't see that, but I see it now. When I started social media, I was just kind of doing it. And then I realized at one point, oh, that's what influencing means. You can actually influence. And that was a really powerful idea. I remember when I first realized, I was like, oh, you mean like I can actually change the world by like for example, Mongoose Live, I do a lot of mostly promotion and bringing out artists and whatnot.
Mhm,
And I realized, oh, well, if I create a platform for these people, then there's room and there's more information sharing of Hmong artists and Hmong music and whatnot. And I think you notice the same thing in TikTok. And I remember it being like, wow, this is really cool to be
mhm.
able to influence. And so let's go say hi to some people.
Yeah.
Nyojong from Wisconsin. Lee Jong says he's from 98682. I'm assuming that's Vancouver.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think I know Lee. Yeah, I know Lee.
Well, Lee says here, he
Yeah.
says, Alex, you've been expanding your avenues in life. Are you still hooping? I guess that's the real
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. He know. Okay. So yes, I do know Lee. I to answer that question, man, I spend most of my, as far as fitness, I spend
Mm,
most of my time weightlifting, so I barely
mm,
have time to hoop. And I'll tell you
mm,
that I used to hoop a lot. Playing
mm,
basketball was like my life at one point. And
mm,
I'm sure that if I could go on the court right now, I could definitely shoot the three ball like I used to.
mm,
Muscle memory doesn't really go away when you've done it for a couple of years, but my cardio would not be there. I'd be huffing and puffing.
mm.
No way.
Very nice. So Alex, predominantly weightlifting now, and used to ball a lot, but he can still ball. All right, Lee, you're gonna have to call him out and film for everyone a game between you and Alex. So we've got a great question here. You started to answer it. Alex, can you give a brief background of your story? But she asked, Chai asked, how immersed was your upbringing in Lao or Hmong culture? And a new fan here. So for those who don't know, she brought it up. You're half Hmong Phom and half Lao Phom and half Hmong Vang. Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So my dad is Lao and my mom
Mm,
is Hmong. She's a Hmong Va.
mm,
And I primarily grew up around Hmong people and
mm,
Hmong culture. So
mm.
that's why my platform has a strong presence and content creation around Hmong culture.
Even though
Uh,
your dad is Lao,
yeah, even
but
though
you
my dad
still
is Lao.
predominantly
Yeah.
wow, interesting, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. The dynamics of the household brings up a lot of different things. Um,
Mm,
so my parents spoke to my brothers and I in English primarily, a little bit of
mm,
Hmong, not so much Lao.
mm,
Um, uh, so with that, I didn't really grow up speaking Lao.
mm,
I was more exposed to the Hmong language. My mom would
mm,
speak in Hmong. The people I was around with spoke in Hmong, and so you know, I grew up Hmong. But I'm
Um,
very proud to be both. I still have yet to immerse myself into the Lao community, and I feel like
mm,
this year I've started to. Oh,
mm,
a little bit of last year, but and starting
mm.
this year.
Now, I've never been to Vancouver. I've driven through Vancouver, but never actually stopped. Is there a big Hmong or Lao community in Vancouver?
I think the Lao community is big in Washington, and the Hmong community. I think the population between Oregon and Washington are very similar, probably like
Mm,
3,000 more or
mm,
less.
cool. Um, how in your family, where do you fall in your family? Are you like a middle child? How many siblings do you have?
I fall in number 8 out of 10.
Wow, big
Yeah,
family,
big
big
family, but
family.
it's a mixed family.
Mm.
It's a mixed family.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because my father has uh well, pretty much I have siblings from his former marriage,
Mm,
so half siblings, and then my
mm,
mother had children with her former marriage, and then when they came
mm,
together, they had three, and that
mm.
was I'm the oldest out of those three.
Oh, very interesting. Very dynamic. Dang, that's interesting. That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
we were, we were in poverty. We lived,
Mm,
just because like us Hmong people, we came in the 70s
yeah.
and just a new country, new environment, and just getting by, and so being a part of that, um, yeah, it's very humbling to be where we are now.
To understand the framework of your family, then, because Hmong people here came in waves, right?
Yes.
Um, your parents meet in Laos, or they meet here in the States?
They met here in the States. They were in
Okay.
Cali and they met in Cali and then they moved up here.
Wow, very nice. Um, and you were born here or back there?
Yeah, Multnomah County, Portland, Oregon. I was
Wow, very nice.
there's a funny story to that. And
Hmm.
my mom she didn't have time to make it to the hospital.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was one of those stories. So So basically, there's a funny story to my name. If I was a girl, my name would have been Sophia.
Huh.
She told me that because she gave birth to me on the sofa. So
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So she's
So
gonna
how'd you get Alex then?
she wanted my name to be unique. So
Hmm.
if she didn't want it to be boring, she liked
Hmm.
Alex, both
Hmm.
of my parents, but she was like, I want it to be unique. Let's put an I in it. So
Wow.
Alix, yeah.
So that's a real name. That's not like this conjured name. That's your real name.
Yeah.
I,
And
I think you're the only Alex with an I that I know of, that I can think of. That is unique. Very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
I like it.
It would have been Sophia because I was born on a
Wow.
sofa, but I turned out to be a boy. So
Very nice. That was a thank you, Chai. That was a really cool question. Mimi says, hi Long and Alex.
I mean,
Chai says, where did you grow up? What cities and states? So you're now in Vancouver, but you weren't always in Vancouver.
no, yep. I was born. So Chai, I was born in Portland, Oregon. Born and raised.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself always staying in Vancouver?
That's such a great question. With my acting career, with me wanting to pursue my acting career, a lot
Hmm.
of it, the opportunities are in SoCal, California. And so, like, I've considered if things do hit off and my acting career goes forward or my influencing career, then I think SoCal will definitely be an option moving, or just Fresno or Sacramento, which is funny because I talked to my wife about it just recently from Sacramento because we just got back. We're like, Sacramento wouldn't be too bad of a place. Like, it's nice here.
I would rather go to Sac than Fresno, to tell you the truth. But I've been in Fresno pretty much all my life. I think there's more freedom in Sac.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because there's better, in my opinion, there's better politics.
Oh.
Because it's the state capital, and in Fresno, it's pretty conservative, which I don't have a problem with.
Hmm.
But like Hmong people in Minnesota, Minnesota is like the equivalent of San Francisco in California. Um, with a lot of funding and support for the community.
Mm.
Fresno there is too, but not nearly as much as Sacramento and San Francisco, unless you go down south. But there isn't. The only problem with going south is there isn't a big Hmong community.
Hmm.
So depending on what you want. So we got David here. Speaking of Sacramento, David
Hey,
Cha
David.
from
Yep. I know David.
Sacramento.
Yep. All right.
Wave says you have a very good voice. Do you like to sing too? Would love to hear you sing, bro.
Oh, acha, the wave. I the reason why my voice sounds good is because I put all my energy into sounding good because I can't sing.
So no
I
singing
cannot
quite yet.
sing.
So we see you in a lot of music videos, but no singing that we know of yet.
No singing.
Well, since we're here, um, I hope I don't get in trouble for doing this, but I'm gonna do it because you're here. But let's watch the first video that I saw you in was Tacheng by Dita, and I just remember seeing like, oh, who's that dude with their shirt off, and so that was you in Tacheng, and so let's watch that video. I think most people have probably seen it, but they haven't had Alex sitting here giving background commentary. So I think of where it may be value is if you want to talk about what it was like filming with Dita. Let's pull it up really quick here.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's Da Cheng Choto. That's the full title. We should get that
Yeah.
right. Let's see here. So, okay, so let's pull this down a little bit. Okay, so this is the video here. So you're creating TikTok. You're getting viral on TikTok. How did Dita reach out?
Well, actually, this is the best part about these music video projects is the fans tagged me on her post. She was looking for casting. So when that happened, then I was able to message Dita and be like, hey, like this is me and I'm interested in fulfilling, this music role casting. And so thanks to my fans. The fans are the best. Like I thank them so much. So
So this,
this
yeah, there you go.
this is the iconic scene that everyone knows me from. Is that Cheng poster pose right there?
Um, Alex, where is this shot? I've got a
Woodward
guest here.
Woodward Park in
Oh, this is
California.
Ward Park.
Yeah, it
Oh
was.
my gosh, I would not have recognized it. I didn't recognize all the plants.
Yeah, it was
I
so nice.
occasionally have guests. Come on, Baba. Oh, it's here. I still got a little guest here.
Oh,
Um, I get
I.
I let my kids get on camera. I don't really care. I
Awesome.
tend not to be professional. So this is Woodward Park. Wow, I would have never guessed. I think I know now. Seeing this background, I think I know exactly. You guys are right by the hiking way.
Mm-hmm.
So there goes. Oh, Baba, that's coffee. Don't drink that, girl. So she's
Yeah,
dreaming about you.
dreaming. Ida is such a talented actor and artist. It's so much fun working with her.
I've had a chance to only film her once at a Valentine's Gala. We were so busy, I didn't get a chance to talk to her. But she's hilarious. She's like one of the most unfiltered person. She says whatever's on her mind.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. When she's on stage, she just says it the way it is. I think it's awesome.
Yep. And that's exactly who she is in person. And so I love just conversating and brainstorming. That's a little dance that we did.
I'm gonna actually turn the volume off because I think it's interfering with your mic a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Now where's this at?
That is at Dita's in-laws' home. This little area that looks like a village or a home.
Mm-hmm.
And then Woodward Park.
Wow, I would have never guessed that was Woodward Park.
It was my first time there. It was beautiful.
Mm. What time of the year was that? That was probably maybe like March-ish.
Yeah, March. Yep, that's correct.
Flowers are all blooming.
Yep,
and it was so green. That's why I didn't recognize it was Fresno because it was so green.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off.
And that I don't know. I think Dita went to go reshoot again. So the purple flowers in the back, I don't know where that was.
Well, that's somewhere else. Yeah. Very nice.
Dita in her amazing outfit, like she looks amazing.
How long did you guys film for? How many days?
Just one day. Well, I mean, at least when I was there, just one day. But she had to go reshoot on another weekend.
Some other scenes.
Yeah, but we did this dancing scene right here, all of that in one day. And she was like, "Okay, you're gonna dance. Just learn the choreography." And I said, "Okay, sure."
Who are the two dancers in the back?
Dita's relatives. Oh, I forgot if they're niece or cousin or auntie, but yeah,
your hair was a lot shorter then.
Yep, that was my look for a good couple of months, and then I wanted to change up. I wanted a longer hair. I wanted to look more like a pae, and so. But the thing is, like, my hair is very wavy and thick. So when it gets long, like, it's just gets crazy.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. I couldn't tell that from your picture right now on screen. I couldn't tell that your hair was wavy.
Well, this is after I straightened it and everything. Yeah. And
Hidden
then
kiss.
Yep, and we kiss on screen, and yep, my moonwalking, and here she has a little dialogue.
Very nice. And Hua filmed it.
Yeah, Hua Vang, yep. The Hua Vang. She filmed it. Very talented videographer.
Very nice. So that was that Cheng, where you first got your first, in my opinion, where I first started seeing you. So that was a good experience. Coming to Fresno. Was that your first time to Fresno?
Nope. I've been in Fresno a couple of times, even before my name started getting out there. Like I've been to the Hmong New Year's, the Hmong concert after night concerts. Yeah.
I got a question for you. I don't know anything about the Lao world other than the Lao New Year that they have in April. What's Lao like their social life and what did Lao people do? Now
Mm.
the Sabaidee Fest, which we'll talk about,
Yeah.
but what else do Lao people do to kind of stay as a community? Are there like events outside of Lao New Year?
Yeah. So as far as what I'm seeing on like my social media is that
Mhm.
they are very loving, very strong culture, and they are almost like having the Southeast Asian experience where
Mm,
they're um, really starting to utilize social media and become influencers and
mm,
foodies and
mm,
utilizing these tools to create passive income and create platforms for themselves. And so I
mm,
follow a lot of Lao foodies and influencers, and I met up with Harris. Harris is
mhm,
International Harris. He's a huge, very popular Lao foodie influencer. Super awesome guy, but um, he has such a big platform spread out. A Bay, she was on a cooking show with Gordon Ramsay.
mhm,
He's huge too. And then Sang, I forgot how to say his name. It was like Sangadora, I think.
mm,
He
mm,
just had a huge gig in Lao with A Bay, and
mm,
and then and then with Sabaidee Fest coming up, there are
mm.
tons of overseas Lao artists that are just got their visas and they're gonna perform next month at here in the U.S. So
Yep.
like, I mean, over in Lao, they're more popular, and
Mm,
like a lot of them have blue verified check marks on their social media pages. They have millions of followers, and like, yeah, they're really big.
um, what is the? I guess we're getting a little political here. What's the political climate between like Lao Americans and I guess Lao nationals in Laos? Is it kind of like Hmong and Hmongblo in Laos, where they kind of had the same issues of marriage and going back between countries, or is it just kind of like is it between Lao people now? Is everything pretty much like smoothed out and cool now, or or there is there still kind of
Mm.
conflicts?
You know, I think as far as what I'm seeing, I just see a lot of love. I see a lot of.
Mm.
I don't really see conflict. You know,
Oh, that's cool.
that's honestly my most honest answer. Is I
Yeah.
only see good things. You know, obviously there's
Mm.
bad things. There's always a balance, but as far as what I see, I only see love and fun.
Very nice, very nice. Well, let's get here. Chris says, how long did it take you to get to the status of public figure?
Oh, am I a public figure?
Yes. Yes. Mm,
Gosh, that is so subjective. That is, I can only give you a subjective answer because I don't know when I became a public figure.
mhm,
But if I had to take a best guess, maybe, gosh, like I said, it's so subjective because some people don't know me, and a lot of people don't know me.
mm,
Um, Probably after the Dita, Tacheng. Probably after
mm,
that. Sunisa, like after that video I made, but I think more so Dita because when everyone talks to me or when a lot of the majority of when people say hi to me, they always talk about Dacheng
mm.
um, with Dita, and that's why everyone thinks I'm from Fresno. They're like,
So I would say to answer Chris's question, would you say less than a year
"Oh,
to
how
get?
long did it take me?"
Yeah.
I read that so wrong. Um, let's see. I started my social media presence in August of 2020,
Mm,
21, August of 21, I think.
mm.
So
So it probably took you like 6 months to get to the DITA.
yeah, 6 months to get to Dita, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
And then it just continued because I remember following you. I remember following you on Facebook, and you know how Facebook has those. Oh, you've reached 3,000 followers.
yeah.
Oh, you reached 10,000. I remember watching. You're like, whoa, he's getting a lot really quick. I need to start taking off my shirt too, but I better not do that.
let's
Uh,
see. Let's see it, big guy.
big guy, yeah. But yeah, it's interesting. It it's a lot of. Would you agree that's a lot of hard work?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of hard work goes into it. Um, the the backstory of being an influencer or having social media presence or where I'm at, it took me 365 days. Like I
Mm,
was posting 2 to 3 times a day on each platform, and
mm,
yeah, and every morning, every night, it was just trying to curate ideas, curate content, and it. The reason why I didn't burn out 365 days in a year is because I
mm,
really had a passion for
mm,
what I did. So it didn't feel like work. And doing what I'm doing now, like influencing and acting and modeling, like it doesn't feel like work. It's something
mm.
that I really love, something that fills my heart, and so doing it just makes me happy. And so that's why I try to tell people, do what makes you happy, because it won't feel like another day of work at all, ever.
Mm. Interesting. I agree. I agree. Very nice. Michelle's here. Hey, Michelle.
Hey,
Michelle is an
Michelle.
artist. She says two of my favorite creatives. Hi, Long and Alex. I got to interview Michelle too.
Yeah,
Her
Michelle is
latest
awesome. I met Michelle in Wausau.
in
So
Wausau.
there's a
Oh,
funny story with that. Yeah, I
uh-huh.
mean, if you don't mind me sharing.
Do tell.
So
Do tell. Let's talk about Michelle.
yeah, let's talk about Michelle. So my first time in Wausau for the
Mm,
Hmong Wausau Festival, because which was hosted pretty much by the Hmong American Center.
mm,
So Ma Vu was in charge of finding influencers, and so
mm,
um, I was picked out of 16 people, pretty much 10 plus people, to
mm,
help influence for the festival. And so when the day that I got there, uh, I had received a message from someone who knows Michelle, who's close to Michelle, and was like, "Hey,
mm,
Michelle is doing a, like a release party for her single,"
mm.
and
Yep, I
so
remember that. Seen that.
yeah. I got the invite for that, and I was like, "Whoa, I don't know Michelle. I don't know what like."
Mm,
It was so random, and like,
mm,
but it was so awesome because that made me realize, like, oh man, like, am I really someone? Like, questioning myself. And I always question myself. I always question where I'm at, but
mm.
I don't know. I always try to stay humble, so that's why I
Mm.
probably question myself a lot. But when I got that message and then I went to her party, I met Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ah, superstar Ah. And
yeah.
then I met Michelle, and she's so sweet, so kind, and it was really fun to meet her, especially under the circumstances of just like not knowing her, and then I just get this message, and then boom, like it was cool.
Very nice. Let's see here. Alexa, he says hi, Alex.
Hey
Um,
Lex.
can't stop.
Yeah,
Keep it up, Alex. Wave is saying hello to
Mike.
Christina. Christina's here
Oh
and
wow.
says, "I love her." I had the opportunity of interviewing Christina early on too. Really nice person,
Nice. Yes, I met Christina too. Christine, was it
Christina.
Christine or Christina?
Christina. Yep,
Christina. Yeah.
Christina.
I met
Yep,
her Fresno Hmong New Year, and Michael is I'm related to Michael through my wife.
through your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Vasengva is an influencer from Chokia from Alaska. Hello
Wow.
from Alaska. From
Yojong.
Alaska.
Hello.
Yep, he's the only
Oh,
Hmong person I know from Alaska. Oh no, there's three people I know from Alaska. I know the two twins
oh,
from Alaska too.
I want to visit
Um,
Alaska.
yep. Uh, endless, endless is a friend from Vegas. Let's hear the voice a cappella one verse. Uh,
What's that?
I'm not sure what that is either. He's talking about. Um, oh, he said here. Oops, I thought you were a singer.
Oh,
Nothing about it. Julie
nope.
says hi.
Hi, Julie.
Julie actually agrees with my comment. The Sacramento is definitely nicer. It's
Ah,
probably not as hot in the summer too. But remember, they did get flooded like crazy this past a couple of months ago.
yeah, yeah. Oh my
Um,
goodness, crazy cyclone.
DK says, don't a lot of actors start in Canada anyways, and easier to get into acting? Is that true? Oh well, you're not in Canada. You're in
No.
Vancouver, Washington.
Oh yeah.
Vancouver,
Sorry,
Washington.
Washington. Yep, above Oregon.
Of Oregon, yes. How well? Let's. Um, what's it like getting into acting? Because as the point as at this point, you're doing a lot of Hmong material.
Mhm.
Have you had an opportunity to do any mainstream non-Hmong or Mika type stuff?
So not yet, not
Mm,
yet. I think I still have to curate a resume and headshots and really get that going. But right now, it's building up my skill. I enrolled in some professional acting courses. Um, professional acting courses, and that's what really helped me build and grow in my acting. I took that about a couple months ago, but I feel like
mm.
after taking that, like I'm so as far as answering, like that's what my mainstream credentials as far as acting that I have
Mm.
currently.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and the story. Who left Fresno, by the way, is a friend, Elvis.
Mm.
Um, and then Julie says, "I'm from Minnesota. It's too cold to go back. I'm good here in Sacramento." So she picks Sacramento over Minnesota.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
yeah, someone's commenting about my daughter bombing me. Yep, kids video bomb us all the time. I don't even care. My kids come, they want to come, go ahead, come sit next to me. As long as usually my guests don't mind. So
Hmm.
Elvis says, I volunteered to be in a music video too. If you all don't mind it, old man. I'm probably a little older than you, but he says great music video. Ali's here. Ali
Oh,
Chang.
Ali
I,
Chang.
I haven't
Yes.
interviewed him either.
I met Ali Chang in Wassa too. So
Very nice. Yep.
Ali, he's a really awesome guy. I
He's got like a really awesome voice. He's got like
Yeah,
probably the most the most pitch accurate voice I've ever heard. Where he's you can tell he intentionally sings like perfect pitch. It's amazing.
nice. Yep, talented guy.
True story. My wife went to school with D, and D's mom lived next door to my wife's mom. Small world. The world, the Hmong world is small. If you look at it, the influencers, you know everyone more or less, the major influencers, because as you're seeing them on the comments, I mean, we know pretty much the same people there. There's only a handful of influencers actually, which is really cool.
Yep, yep. Very true.
uh
Well,
Angel says
yep,
yes, Sabaidee team. So let's talk about Sabaidee Fest. So for those who don't know, Sabaidee Fest will be coming up in less than a month or a little bit
yep,
over a month. It will be a little bit down south. I don't remember the name of the city, but Sabaidee Fest is obviously Lao Sabaidee, um, and you will be there. Tell us about it.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Sabaidee Fest is the first of its kind as far as bringing the Southeast Asian community together, with so many artists coming from Laos, and then obviously our homegrown artists here in the U.S. You know, David Yang, ZPX, Channing, Surprise. Um, they'll be there, myself included, and then obviously Isla, MD, Nutdao, and Thinlapon and
Mhm.
Zamio. Like it's just gonna be amazing. Just a pool of superstars and talented artists, and gosh, it's just like there's so much to unfold. But basically, Angel. Let's talk a little about Angel. Angel is actually in charge. Angel holds a huge role as far as the Hmong portion of Sabaidee Fest. So that's why
Oh,
she
interesting.
posted Yeah, she posted, yes, Sabaidee team. So Angel is amazing. When she was talking to the Sabaidee Fest team, she also mentioned my name to them,
Mm.
and so she's looking out for me, and a lot of people do, and I'm so grateful to have people like Angel just helping me out. So where I'm at today is because
Mm.
like people have helped me like so much.
Very nice. Well, you're kind to others. It reciprocates. I think that's fair to say.
I'm still kind of
Uh,
getting used to that.
yeah. Well, it's like this. It's better to make friends than enemies.
Yeah, yeah.
Vaseng says hi to Angel. Angel says hi back to Vaseng, and she says Alix Phom is fam bam.
Yeah.
Chris asks this question: why the comedy approach on your reels? That's a good question.
That's a great question. Thank you, Christopher. So, I this goes back to what I was saying. How I like to create inspiration or impact people's lives positively, and I feel like laughter just brings so much goodness into a person's
Mm-hmm.
life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's no point in living life like in with sadness and pain. So that's why I create funny content, and I hope it's funny, but I just want to make people laugh. I want to bring that value to people when they watch me. Like, why are people going to follow me? I want to give value to people, and that value is laughter. Part of it is laughter.
Very nice. When you make comedy, it just goes so well social media. Like the big person that comes to mind is KPH. I mean,
Yeah.
she's the person that has grown the fastest of anyone I've seen,
Yes.
and she's all comedy. She's hilarious, and I mean, if you grew fast, I was amazed by how quickly KPH grew fast because I don't know her personally, but I was looking, I was like, whoa, she's got a lot of followers in a short amount of time. Um,
Yeah.
let's watch one of your other. So you also made a video with another artist, Jinda He, with whom I had on live a couple of months ago, and you
Mhm.
had a video called "Cuo Tia Cheng Lu." Let's take
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
quick look at it, and you can give us a little bit of commentary. So, if this is your first time seeing this video for the viewers out there, I turned the video really, really low because I want to get Alex's commentary on it being in the video. And so if you're like, man, I wish Long had turned it louder, please by all do play the video afterwards and watch the video to your content. And that way you can really enjoy the video. Otherwise, we're gonna talk a little bit here. Let's take a look. So how did you get connected with Gina?
So, she actually reached out to me on Facebook, and that's how it all started. And from then, it was just like yeah, I accepted because my name was still growing, and I was like, I'm definitely doing this. And the storyline, the script, it was just beautiful. It had so much quality in it, and I was like very blessed and honored to be a part of it. Oh gosh, this whole water scene was so funny. We were out at I forgot what lake it
Oh,
was.
Millerton Lake? Is that where you guys
Maybe
were?
no, no, not Millerton. It was like Yosemite, like
Oh, so
past
it was
Yosemite.
freezing cold then.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, actually, I lied. That lake, I'm saying I lied because we had to go film past Yosemite, and we had to go to a lake too.
Huh.
But I forgot what lake that was.
So you guys went way up in the mountains. That's like 2.5 hours up in the mountains. That's the cool
Yeah,
thing about
yeah.
Fresno. It's close to everything, though. That's the one thing about Fresno.
Yeah. Yeah, walking out. That was Mila's house.
Mm.
This is
Oh, look
in
at that.
front of
Oh, that's
Nongpa
nice.
Studios.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's Fresno.
Fresno. Mermaid Tail. That was super cool.
Hmm. Um, how do you say her name? Is it Curly Mage?
Oh, Carrie. Carrie.
Oh, Carrie. Yeah, she's super artistic. Like
Yes.
she always has that bend to her material. Like it's dreamy and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really cool.
Carrie is so awesome, so sweet. Like every time I see her, I always got to give her a hug because she's so sweet. My soul is going into the after. Well, we're in the after in her world. She gets to show me her world.
Was that green screen there, or was
Yeah.
that actual footage?
Green screen. Green screen. Yeah. And this was forest ice out inside. It was so cold. The water was icy cold.
That water is cold. That's mountain water. It's freezing water.
Yeah. And this whole scene right here, this is Mila. Credits go to Mila.
Hmm. There you go, shirtless again.
Yeah.
That's the money maker right there.
Yeah, this is definitely a fun scene. It was cool.
Hmm.
Like fun as in we were laughing. Fun as
Hmm.
in we were like laughing before and after. And we were like, oh, this is gonna
Yep.
be a good scene. It's gonna go pretty viral. And yeah, it was good.
People
So
forget
funny.
when you film
Everyone,
these. Hmm.
yeah.
People forget that when there's like 6 to 8 people behind the screen, or there's a bunch of people looking at you. It's not what
Yeah.
people think it is.
Yep. The acting phase has to be on, and I think what really helps is playing music in the background.
Hmm.
Is what really gets you into the mood. Starts crying because I'm not there anymore. In this
Mm.
life, I passed away. So in the next generation, I come, but I am with a different partner.
Mm.
And
Uh-huh.
so she sees me and she's like, "Oh, you're back." But it's a different version of me.
Mm.
And so that's Shannon Yang. She's a big sweetheart, super awesome individual. It's fun working with her. And obviously fun working with Ginda.
Hmm. That's her professional name. I always knew her as Tessie
Yeah,
before
Tessie.
I always knew her as Tessie.
Mm-hmm.
This is like Kearney Park.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot what the name of the park was.
Hmm.
I really like this scene right here
Mm.
because it's so like nostalgic. It's like, oh, like I feel like I've seen you before, and she's just like,
Mm.
I know who you are, but I can't come to you. I can't talk to you.
Mm.
And so my character is just like searching and feeling lost. So when I see her again, I'm like, I feel this strong connection with you. Well, it's because in our past lives we were together.
That's cool. You guys chose to film at Kearney Mansion, which is like this 1800s mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And then
no.
I get stabbed. So, so with the with
And that's pretty
the everyone's
ruthless.
been asking, yeah, with the everyone was asking like, "Oh, why is there no blood? Why you should be bleeding?" Well, we didn't have blood in our hands, so we had to use like red, like like cough drop medicine that was
Oh,
red.
oh,
But
it's like
yeah,
cough.
so
Yeah, cough syrup.
yeah, yeah, cough syrup red. So, and then we meet together, and it's like she knows who I am, but I don't know her because this
Mm.
is the third generation.
So I did
And
not get this video until you explained to me.
yeah,
I watched it, but now that you're talking about, it, I'm like,
yeah, and then we meet, and then I meet the person, my former lover, who
mm.
killed me, and it's just like a huge Yeah.
All right, very good. Interesting. That was really good to get your commentary because I didn't. I kind of was like, I kind of get it, but the ending part really threw me off. Very nice
Mhm.
for explaining. Very good. So one
Yeah,
person
yeah.
does say, "Hai lu mong mati." Um, so mono uchi hai lu mong dawa. The Alex ma nu hai mong lo dao de shi nu shu hai lu me gan dao jie. For the most part, we're going to talk in English. 就是有点叫朋友多杀的到老主多，你保还路没干到时候他啥家。望落嘅 Alex ba hai lu me gan da su je ne shao do je shao de do me ga lo yo ne shao de mo lo dao ya de shi fen dao ya dai lu me ga. So are you cool with that, Alex?
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to tell him, ku hai lu mong me me su. So
Mm.
tashi kumahai mika. So
Yep, we'll
that's
stick we'll
yeah.
stick to the English. Kong
Yeah.
says, I did see you at the Hmong Lifestyle Festival. I was there singing competition, but didn't have the time to come to say hi to you.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, um, I hope you had fun at the singing competition. That's
Hmm.
awesome. Next time if I ever visit Wasa, we should definitely meet each other. That'd be awesome.
Hmm. I interviewed him too. Really nice guy. Really nice
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. He's very supportive on all my platforms. So thank you.
Ellen's story, Alice says, have you ever reached out to Dua? Dua Mo,
Yeah,
the actor.
Doma and I, yeah, we're both connected. I follow him on all his platforms, and
Mm,
he finally followed me back on Instagram, so that was really
mm,
cool. And
mm.
he had his new movie come out, The
Correct.
Harvest,
Yep.
and
Yep.
so I shared his video,
Sunday,
and
Monday.
yeah, yeah,
Sunday.
and
I was a
super, super.
shoot. I was this close to going. I was so close
Oh,
to
you should
going.
have.
I know. I thought about it, but I was like, if I go, um, Santa Barbara is like 5.5 hours. I knew I had, and the movie was at 7:30, and I knew that
Hmm.
it'd probably be done by 10, but it would be like a painful drive back to Fresno
Hmm.
to work for me in the morning. So I decided, all right, can't do it. Wanted to, but couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But
So I've
it
actually
looks.
So sorry. Just to answer endless. Yeah. So I have connected with Dua, and I've told
Mhm,
them like I hope to act with you one day, and
mhm.
also with KP. Um, do you know who KP is? He was featured in the show Dahmer.
Nope, I'm not familiar.
Oh,
Mm.
he's a Lao artist, Lao actor who lives in Fresno, and
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I
yeah,
know who you're talking
yeah,
about now. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm getting connected with actors who are already doing good, doing big, because I hope to act with them one day.
Nice, awesome. That's cool because then you're half Lao, and then you can connect to your if you connect to your Lao side, you have dang resources on both sides. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
Chai
Yeah.
says, "What's up, hustlers? Thank you for calling me a hustler, Chai." He runs. You guys know if you know Chai, then he runs Hmong hustlers. I walked behind this guy during Fresno
Oh,
parade. This
okay.
guy definitely has an aura around him. Did you know Chai was behind you?
No,
Maybe
I
not.
didn't.
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't know, but that's awesome.
Chai should have said hi. Chai was
Yeah,
being
I would have.
humble.
Oh, that's awesome. Super humble guy. Then I like him
Mhm.
already.
Yep. So you've got another buddy from Seattle area. Bob's
Yeah.
a
Vancouver. Yep.
producer.
Bob. Yep. Bob Vu.
Uh,
Love
yeah,
my guy
Endless says
Bob.
actor Duamoa. Angel says, yeah. Love
Oh,
Alex.
that's big
Um,
angel.
Chai says, it might be Shy. Win seems to have an instant connection with you. You and Win would make a great collab. Anything in the works with Win?
Yeah, when as far as like music video projects, not we haven't discussed anything about that, but it's just more so like collaborations, like content creating, and then also me helping out his business and
Mm,
influencing for his business.
mm-hmm,
But we definitely had an instant connection. It was the way we met was actually by chance. It wasn't
mm,
planned at all,
mm,
and it was at Little Luxury Nail Studio,
mm,
Lounge Studio. I forgot what it was, but the owner is Amy Vang, and so
mm-hmm,
my wife had just on. the when we landed, we slept in, and then the next day we she wanted to have her nails done over at Amy's company,
Mm.
and surprisingly and coincidentally, Win and Hua were there.
Mm.
It was such a coincidence, and I walked in, and I was like, "That's a win right there!" Like, how
Mm.
did this happen? And the universe aligned it, and we
Mm.
connected instantaneously, and we took some pictures, and yeah, it was so much fun, and we had so much fun at Hmong Nouveau, and being in the
Oh
background of
yeah,
everything.
I gotta
Yeah,
look for some. Hold on one sec. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. Let's get to a question. Let's do this. Let's ask this. Let's answer this question, and now I'm gonna look for some nouveau footage really quick, so that way you can give us commentary on that. Hi
yeah.
Alex. What do you say has been the most memorable collab or project?
Oh my goodness, there's so many memorable collabs and projects. Um, I would say the most memorable collab was definitely. There's so many. There's no top, but I would say that I really enjoyed meeting Win, and then
Mm-hmm.
um, because like Win and Hua, like Hua is like I was super happy meeting her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Win and I, like, I think we connected very closely because we were already engaging with each other on social media before we met with each other. And so when I met him, and and going on live with him and influencing for his brand, I think that's what was very memorable. And so even like to this day, I can just message him and be like, hey, I can ask him a question, and we can talk. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what I
Nice.
really enjoy.
I filmed um their concert in Sacramento. They were so hard to reach.
Oh,
There was a lot of security, like amazing amounts of security, and I didn't get a chance to meet them because I was too busy, so I
oh
didn't get a
man,
chance
that's
to say
right.
hi to them. But eventually we'll meet.
I
Um,
I saw your videos too of you your videos that you recorded.
uh-huh. Yep. They've got, I think, the Hmong people in Laos, they have a different stage presence because they're great singers, but then they have great conversations with the crowd, especially Win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where
Yeah.
they excel because Win kind of says it himself on there. He's like, "Oh, I don't even want to sing. I just want to talk to you guys," which is really cool because he can carry. I think that guy, if you okay, when you got an hour, he could carry. I think he could carry a 1 hour conversation with a crowd of like 500 easily. Piece of cake for
Hmm.
them. And so they have that.
Yeah.
And they're, if you listen to their Hmong, it's eloquent, it's respectful, even though they're like really well-known stars. Their
Hmm.
language and their command of Hmong makes them very humble and likable. I think that's what makes them really different, especially when Hua too, in her own way. Although Hua, you can
Hmm.
tell Hua's got a grittier gangster side ish to her, which is awesome. She's a rapper.
I
She
love it.
needs that. Yeah, she
She's
has
a
to have that.
boss.
Yeah. Um,
When I met Hua, I was like, she's a boss. Like, I love her energy. Super
mm,
like she knows her worth. She knows
mm,
she's a boss.
yep,
And Win too. Win is very humble, and but they're both amazing in their own ways, for sure.
mm. Let's take you brought it up, so let's bring it up. This past, was it June or July? Hmong Nouveau. That was June. No, that was
Yeah.
November.
Oh no,
That was November. Yeah,
November. Yeah.
yeah. Why did I say June? It seems like so long ago, but it was not long ago at all.
Mhm.
But I pulled up something of you and Hmong Nouveau,
Mhm.
um, and so I thought what they did at Hmong Nouveau was absolutely amazing. This is one of your videos.
Mhm.
Before I play it, tell us about what it was like being at Hmong Nouveau. Well, first of all, what people don't know about Hmong Nouveau, I know a little bit about. I don't know anything about Hmong Nouveau, but I know about that facility. So that's the
Mhm.
armory. Because
Yes.
when a couple of years ago we were going to play in Minnesota and we were looking for places to play in Minnesota, we looked at
Mhm.
some of the um, some of the theaters, and then we looked at Aldrich Arena where we ended up going, and we looked at Armory too. So Armory, the reason why I'm like so amazed that Nouveau did at Armory, because Armory is it's an arm and a leg to
Yeah.
do something at Armory. So when I saw that they were doing Armory, I was like, whoa, that's pretty amazing because
Mhm.
it's not cheap to go there, and the fact that they pulled it off, I give them nothing but props for that.
Mhm.
But tell us, what was your experience like before we play this video?
It was absolutely one of the best experiences I've ever had. Like,
Hmm.
that building was filled with so many like star caliber like artists and public figures, and all going there for one reason, and it's to enjoy like the music and the company of our community. And the
Hmm.
fans were like amazing as well. They were like
Hmm.
from all the stands, the suites, the ground level, the VIP, it was filled.
Hmm.
There's so many Hmong people there. And being backstage and being able to like have such a close proximity to all the artists and producers and actors and actresses and models, like it was such an amazing experience to just be able to connect and talk about
Yeah.
like our lives and our careers. It was fun.
Let's take a look here. That's a huge runway.
Yeah, it was so long. It felt long.
Mhm. It was
Yeah.
really cool because they were pinned along the whole entire way.
Mhm. It was cool. Like when I first entered the runway, I had a pretty surprisingly, I had a ovation, and it was such a humbling experience. I did the Da Cheng pose from Wadita, and this I made up on the fly up like because we were upstairs just practicing our poses, getting ready. And so I made that up on the fly. I was like, I'm just gonna take this off and just go with it.
Nice.
Yeah, it
You know
was.
what was interesting? I was almost gonna ask to shoot at it, and I decided not because I knew they had a lot of people doing it. But then afterwards, I didn't see that much footage, and
Mhm.
that's when I knew I should have gone.
Yeah,
'Cause I
you
didn't
should
really
have
see much
gone.
footage. I know I should have. I was kicking myself afterwards, like because I
Oh,
thought that because um, I know Ninick very well, who was doing the camera.
yeah, yeah.
I should
Mhm,
have communicated with Ninick more. And like I knew that he was shooting, so I thought, okay, they're in great hands. But I think because it's such a big event that that I didn't realize that he'll be shooting in another way. And I'm sure he has footage of it too. But
mhm.
anyway, so congratulations on Nouveau.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see more from Hmong Nouveau. I think they
Mhm,
do great things for the community.
mm.
People, people. I think people in the business understand what it's like, and people not in the business may not understand what it's like. But it's a lot of work, a
A lot of
crazy
work.
amount. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, see, we have a lot of people. Nhớ Jong này,
Yeah. Hey, honey.
yeah, so Honey's here.
Yeah.
Cô ý từ Pai, nhỏ nọ, yeah,
Oh, no.
Yoke.
Yeah.
She says, I was there with Alex too. It was
Yep.
fun.
It was. We were upstairs doing a little bit of little bit of videos because he brought his technology, his equipment.
Mhm.
So that was fun. We
Wow,
were
nice.
upstairs just filming.
I know I'm kicking myself. I should have gone. So Lisa says, yes, you could have used her. Maybe next time. Yes, maybe next time. Um, they had like a little uh, dinner for Aiden during New Year,
Mhm.
and Logan and his wife were there, but I was sick. I had
Oh,
a pretty bad cough. I actually missed a lot of the New Year concerts because I was sick.
oh,
But I didn't get a chance to meet them too. This New Year was a different New Year for me because I got sick.
no.
Let's look at one more video.
Sure.
It's a newer video of yours. It's called Ye Dong Hu Tua. I think this one I was not familiar with. Tell
Mhm.
us about this video.
So this one was the
It's a
second
cover.
movie, cover. And while I was filming and acting in Galma with Michelle and Carrie and my C and Dita, we did this on the side as well at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So Fa is from Laos. She's an artist from Laos, and Rocky is from Fresno. He actually owns his own business, Rocky Vang Designs. He does, yeah, super man. This guy is multi-talented. He can dance. He's a
He's
designer.
fit.
He could sing.
He's so fit too.
Yeah, yeah. He's been killing it at the gym.
Yeah.
I love
So
Rocky.
she's
I'll be
filming this
seeing
from
him
Laos
next week.
then. So so this like combination footage.
Yeah. Yep.
I see.
Yep. Yeah, I think Fa, she works with Win and all the popular artists too overseas.
All the footage from Laos just looks so good. They're like
Mm-hmm.
so advanced. They shoot
Yeah.
they shoot as good as we do or better. Probably better. Better,
I
man. They
agree.
shoot better. They're really good.
Yeah. No. Yep. Going.
People think it's easy to talk like on the phone like Rocky is right there. It's actually pretty hard. Like it's not as natural as people think.
Yeah, I think talking on the phone, you have to like there I am talking on the phone. I'm very casual about it. At least when I'm talking, yeah. Yeah, now that you say that, yes, it is hard to talk on the phone and act.
Yeah, it you have to intentionally act.
Yep.
You don't know how hard it is until you actually have to act actually.
So true.
Because then like in your mind it looks like you're doing a lot, and then you look
Yeah.
at the footage, you're like, oh, doing it all. But then when you overdo it, it just looks right.
Yep. Yep. Well, the thing is, you're a dancer. You had to do a lot of choreography, dancing, and singing. How was that?
It was hard because I'm an introvert. I actually don't like to perform until I have to perform, but I'm really good
Mhm.
at fooling a lot of people into thinking that I like to perform. But yeah, no, you overdo it to make it look decent, in my opinion,
Oh,
on camera anyways.
you look amazing. You and the
Oh,
rest of the amazing band crew.
that's
Because I could not sing and dance at the same time, let alone sing.
yeah. Chai says your positivity is inspiring and infectious. Who taught you or inspired your positive outlook and approach to life? Can you run for Hmong 18 Council President? You'll win. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for such a kind comment. I don't think I'd be able to run for the 18 council because, um, I feel like it comes with a lot of responsibilities, and I
Your
just want to
kindness
be
alone would
like,
make you qualified, though. That's what she's saying.
true. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then what inspired my positive outlook and approach to life? Oh, being depressed.
Yeah.
I, I was very, growing up, I was bullied a lot. And so I'm okay. I talk about this all the time. So honestly, like bringing it up, I hope my followers aren't surprised, or you too as well. Yeah, I was bullied a lot, and
Mm,
Never really, told anyone. I never told my parents or had anyone to outlet that information to. And
mm,
so, you know, made me very depressed growing up. I had
mm,
terrible ways of coping with that stress.
mm,
Um, until recently, I started going to the gym, started getting fit, stopped drinking alcohol. I mean, I still drink alcohol, but like binging, as far as
mm,
binging, and then I
mm,
quit that. I don't really eat a lot of fast food anymore. I stopped staying up late, like, and started going to the gym more. And I think fitness is what really helped me cope with my stress. And so,
mm,
um, being as low as I was, I don't want anyone to experience that. So that's why I spread love and positivity out on social media. So, so to answer that
mm.
question, it was because of my depression.
Very nice. It does take perspective to be positive. Once you can move beyond that, and then you can kind of relate to other people, and once you know what it's like, then you're like, okay, I'm gonna do everything to prevent someone else from being in that position. So that's great. Well, believe it or not, Alex has been almost an hour and a half. I do apologize to all the viewers. It wasn't quite 7 o'clock, but we thought 7:30, and then we ran into some technical difficulties, and it ended up being 8:30. But we've got people here still watching with us. Some people
Yeah.
on the East Coast right now. It's midnight. Um, Alex, it's been a pleasure having you here. What are there? Is there anything that you want to run a plug for? We talked about Sabaidee Fest. What we haven't talked about are your shirts, and so you've got new gear here. Let me
Oh
see if I
yeah.
can pull it up while we're talking about it. So tell us about the journey to creating your brand.
Um, it was going back. Oh, this brand. So this one, I collaborated with Urban Spirits Apparel for my Who Is Love brand. Love is love,
Mhm,
and so I that was a collaboration. So
mm,
I knew that going forward in my career, and if I want to uh, be represented, it was to create a trademark brand. And so
mhm,
I talked to my graphic designer, and he came up with this idea of saying, "Hey, like, how does this look?" There's so if you notice the logo design, there's a A, and
mhm,
the V for Vang, and then
mhm.
P
Yep,
for Pomavon,
yep.
Palm. So um, yeah, it's simple, uh, and that's what you want in your logo is simplicity, but also unique at the same time. So,
Mhm. How if they wanted a shirt at this point? How do they go about getting one?
well, they would go to urbanspiritsapparel.com, and it should be there. It should be there because I talked to my graphic designer, who's my business partner, and it should be up on the site. So if they wanted to get that, they can. I also have another business partner who we plan on making a mass production of the shirts for
Mhm,
a huge gig that's going to be happening later on this year, which I can't talk about or disclose, but it'll be
mm.
mass produced for an amazing event. I hope to announce it soon, but at the moment, I'm not
Exciting.
able to talk about it.
Exciting, very good. So we're gonna see a lot more of these shirts soon.
Yes, yes.
Right, very good. Well, flood them, flood them, flood them, flood them. I'd be very interested in one for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Um,
You
very
gotta.
good.
Do you have any brands? Because I would like to support you too.
I not yet. Um, I could very easily make them, but not yet. I'm just at this point where I am. I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I've
Mhm.
got some ventures going on, but not quite yet. I'm not gonna announce them quite yet, but yeah, very interesting. And so the biggest event coming up very shortly will be obviously Sabaidee Fest.
Correct.
Um, and will shirts be available there also?
I thought about having shirts, and I talked to my team about it. It it was initially an idea that I wanted to do, but I wouldn't be able to man the station at the booth
Hmm.
because I will be creating content around the whole event, walking and engaging with fans, the artist
Mhm.
is, being, you know, near their stage. So
Mm.
I decided ultimately that I won't be having apparel, my own apparel.
Mm. Okay, very nice. Well, it's very exciting to have you here on Mongoose Live. It's 10 o'clock. I do appreciate all the fans that are watching. On behalf of myself and Alex, we appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Thank you for the beautiful questions. Thank you for joining us tonight. Alex, any last words to the viewers and fans
Goodness.
before we part ways?
For you, I'll start off with you. Is thank you for having me on your show. Appreciate it so much. I
Pleasure.
am honored to be here having a live show with the Long from Paradise. Like
Thank you.
Mongoose, like I'm extremely humbled and blessed. And for my fans, like you are truly, I love you all so much, truly, because you have been there for me from day one, and the opportunities that you don't know how much you do for me. Like
Mhm.
supporting me by watching my videos and liking and sharing, and it's thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. My heart goes out to you all.
Thank you, Alex, again for joining us tonight. Thank you for all the viewers that joined us for tonight. If you're here watching a restream, then thank you so much for watching this restream. You can support Alex. He's going to have shirts coming out soon, if not already. And you can also follow him on Facebook, Alix Vang Phom. And then Alix Phom is also your other page. Everyone, have a blessed night. Shinji Dua. And I wish I could speak in loud, but I can't say it in loud. But we will see you at another live session. And thank you so much again, Alex.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.